is up?
Hey guys, it is Scotch for Dummies.
All four of us.
All four here tonight.
We have a little bit of different order here going on, don't we?
We do.
Well,
It's, a lot of black
my fault.
t-shirts too.
My
I guess
fault.
mine's blue, but
A little weird here.
Yeah, well, so bear with us because, I'm going to do something different tonight. We're going to challenge these dummies, the little blind. So they're ordered back here so they can kind of work together and kind of see what's going on. I've got a little
we're allowed to work together.
Well, rules and different things. It's very much the Aqvavitae style, but we'll get talking about that in just a second. We're going to talk about our review in a second. But you know what? First of all, let's check on and see who's in and say hello to everybody.
Happy Thursday.
Friggin' Thursday.
Happy Thursday, everybody.
Cheers,
guys.
guys.
Woo!
Who we got? There's a lot of people on there. I see
Mm-hmm.
Richie Z from here.
Oh, yeah. Richie Z's on. He was on last night.
DB She, Cohen.
Hey, D.
Scotch down under. We were just talking that he had some pretty cool talents we found
Yep.
tonight.
Yeah, right?
Didgeridoo.
He's playing that freaking piece of wood.
Justin. George K.
Butcher it.
Cheers, George K. Mark JG, you want to scroll up there?
Yeah, you can
David
launch
H.
the link, Michael. That's good.
Bobby. What's going on, Bobby?
Stuff for work. DB She, we talked about the block linger. Good. Justin.
Justin,
Man, I
Overpeck's
haven't
up
seen
there.
Justin for
Yeah,
a
it's
couple
been a
weeks.
minute. Yeah,
Good to see you again,
Malt
sir.
Benyon.
Yeah, Bob's on. What the hell is that? 4 dummies. Just 4 of us tonight.
All 4 of the dummies are here, and we're in a weird backup. I mean, we're not split.
Want to say congratulations to Ron's wood turning.
Cheers!
retirement
to
today.
I didn't know Ron's
Happy
good for
retirement,
you.
man.
Retirement.
Man, that's the golden dream right there, isn't it?
I didn't
Good
know
for
Ron
you.
Swanson retired. That's cool.
Congratulations.
We got some really famous people watching us.
Well, Gregor, look at that. Ooh, Sean, someone called you out on the Aqvavitae challenge. Well, that's funny you said that because that's kind of the reason why we're kind of doing this
On the
tonight.
interwebs.
On the interwebs. So we'll talk about that in a second.
Yep.
Happy Thursday, Scotch and then Bayou. That's great. Well, guys, so
Let's
Hang
talk
on a
about.
second. So yeah, what are we gonna? What's the first lineup? First lineup is this guy. We got to get
Yep.
through this review. A lot of comments. Some were saying they agreed with us. Some said
Creosote forward.
some said we were crazy and off the mark, and I guess that's pretty normal for us, right? But how do you guys feel about it a couple days later? Actually, we've all had a glass already in the pre-show of the black, so we've kind of been warming up with it a little bit. And we did pour a Ardbeg 10 to kind of compare.
I will say tonight when we poured it, I nosed it. I put a lid on it, let it sit for a little bit, nosed it. It had a hint of fruit in there, some ruby fruit.
Yep.
And a little bit on the palate, but I didn't really notice it as much on the palate until I tried. Drew poured some of the 10, and so I tried some of that, and then I went back to the black. And when I went back to the black, I noticed a little bit more of the fruit.
You brought it out.
But to me, there's not much there if I've got to go to one that's not got a wine finish to get some wine finish on my Scotch.
Right.
you're talking the 10, which is what, $50
Ish.
Ish.
and the black,
statement?
which is $125.
$1.25.
Non-age statement.
Non-age statement, and we're comparing these two.
Well, I
Well,
mean, it is
so-
the same distillate. It's the same
It
distillery.
is, but they're
so-
I think they're very different whiskeys. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
the 10 is clean and bright, but this has much more richness and depth and fruit. I mean, admittedly, we were not into that when we did the review of this. We did not pull that fruit out, the rich.
I still don't think that it's got, like, I don't think of it as complex or very deep. I mean, I get some superficial on the nose, I get some fruit, and a little bit on the palate, but this isn't what I would call a complex whiskey.
Yeah, I would say that the fruit's coming out more in the front middle palate, and the finish is pretty much classic Ardbeg. I mean, there is some, cherries or something in
I
there.
get a little bit of a creamsicle on it now.
There's a little bit of something. I mean, I'm not saying it's not.
Oh, here we go. Zach Andrews.
Zach.
Here is 8 out of 10 in honor of the Epic Blind Challenge from Jason. Yeah, he got 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
That's
Matches
really
good.
up.
Pretty good, yeah.
So good luck, Sean. Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Zach.
Cheers on that.
I don't intimidate easily.
Well, like you said earlier, you go through it, and technically the whiskey's what's on trial, if we'll say that. But I know there's a lot of pressure.
I don't get intimidated either, but there's still, when you do it, the pressure is there regardless.
Right.
I don't care.
I
what
mean,
you say.
I think you like to be. Everybody likes to be right.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But
You don't want to just throw it
But
out
at
there.
the end of the day, I've been wrong enough to know better. So I guess I just don't go into it with that hanging over my head.
So I
Right.
put some water on it, and it definitely brought that red fruit out a little bit more.
I mean, it's a little better, I will
It
say, than
is.
when we reviewed it.
I will give you that.
But I still don't think of it as complex
Exactly.
or very deep.
Get a creosote note.
Creosote.
A little bit
No,
crazy.
I completely agree. I think that it is a little tastier than we had it in the review. I think I get a little bit more of that red in there, but not enough to make it go, wow, this is amazing for
Do you have
$125.
Do you have Oogie here?
I don't.
I wish I would have brought
Yeah,
mine
you can.
because
See, I'm getting on this.
I think that would have come down with a heavy hand.
Oh,
Justin talked about he's comparing his with the Oogie and the black. So I'm interested to see. I can tell you right now that Oogie is gonna help blow it out of the water.
yeah, I think you're right.
So I guess my big thing with this bottle is, and they do these committee releases and it's a big deal, right? And everybody runs out to buy them, and I don't know
Well,
if
and
I'd pay that kind of money for this.
Well, I don't doubt they spent some money on those Pinot Noir casks, from New Zealand or Australia, where they got them, and then shipping them over and spending the time. I just don't think it had enough
ROI.
marrying. Well, no, they got the return on investment. They sold every bottle of this. The key is I don't think it married well enough. I think it needed like
It needed to sit a little
an
bit
additional
longer.
marrying
and-
or something. Yeah.
So, I guess it is what it is. Like we said on the review, if you're an Ardbeg fan, you already bought the regular, the committee, the special release.
Sure.
You got them all. And you can be the judge for yourself. But, for people that were kind of on the fence about it,
Yeah, this is one you can.
I think that there's probably other Ardbegs that you could buy for less money that would be a better choice for Ardbeg.
Guarantee I'll buy another Oogdale. I've got a couple at home.
I mean,
and I'll buy
I'm
another
just gonna
one.
keep buying
I need to
mine.
get one for my bar.
But I
'cause
won't buy another one of these. I'll say that.
And those are in the same price,
Well,
right?
I mean,
Oogdale's $89, $90.
Which I thought the Corey Brecken was maybe higher. Is it not?
Corey
they're about
Brecken
the
is higher.
same.
a little
I
bit.
think. Not much difference. I don't think.
Okay.
So,
But anyway, we were talking earlier in the pre-show, and I'm not gonna say who, but oh my goodness, wow,
Wow, what's that about?
oh my goodness, stuff will work. Who's got that one? I can't see it.
This week's review made me a bit sad as I bought 2 of these and was looking forward to opening them. Oh, sorry, man. So you're right. I don't think you'll be.
It's not horrible.
Oh,
you're not gonna pour it
Oh,
out.
you're
I mean-
definitely not going to pour it out, and it is richer and more flavorful.
and
than
I will say
Pen.
that there was a lot of people that, on the comments that really liked it.
Yeah,
So,
and there's some
you know,
fans for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it just didn't do it for us, but, would love to hear your opinion of it. So,
All right, then Charlie VG has a question for us. Hello, guys. Question: Glengoyne 21 or Balvenie 15 Sherry? Greetings from Mexico.
Ooh. It's a
What's the
pretty big-
price point difference for you on those two?
I think it's the second one.
Yeah, Charlie.
Give us the price point difference, Charlie, on those bottles for you, and that's going to play a difference for me. That'll help me make my
Yeah,
mind
it's
up here.
true. I think the 15 is going to be cheaper. I mean, it's not like totally cheap. I think it was still over
I don't know.
$100,
That 15 shares, pretty good.
but it's pretty good.
So to get back to the previous one, scroll up a little bit. So
About the black.
yeah,
Yeah.
about the black. So
Bought a couple, yeah.
stuff for work. At the end of the day, it's Ardbeg. There's no question about that. It's got an Ardbeg signature. You smell it. I get classic Ardbeg underneath it. I get. I think the disappointment that was amongst us all was we were expecting more of an influence from those Pinot Noir casks, and it's just not shining through. So it's not like it's a bad Ardbeg. I mean, Ardbeg's good.
Yeah, well, and I would say that if you compare it to the 10, you do get
Sure.
deep red wine influence. There's no question. It just you have to kind of search for it. It is if you have to put a comparator up, you're not getting the richness that comes out of it. I think.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sean's
Yeah.
exactly
and I
right.
agree with One Lost Cause that says the black is notches above drum.
Absolutely, it is.
Sure.
Yeah.
And arguably with grooves,
Close.
yeah, maybe not quite as good as grooves, but it's in that same range. So if
Yeah.
you've had the committee releases before, this is the non-committee releases, the standard release. It's a limited bottle. It's worth it. The box is cool. The whiskey's good. I would I wouldn't steer somebody away from it, but I would ask them about it before I told them that you should buy it. I'd ask them about themselves and how do they like whiskey. Yeah.
Me personally, I go to the liquor store. I'm gonna either buy an Aqvavitae before this. I'm gonna buy a Aqvavitae before this, and probably even an Anno before this.
And I know.
Probably.
Well, it's cheaper.
Wow.
It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So there you go.
So did we pick a bottle for?
We didn't. Oh, he said that it's what is that?
I think the difference is about 50 bucks. Oh shoot.
So
Is it $50?
I would say
I think that Balvini's pretty damn good. That Balvini 15.
It's more of a sherry bomb.
It is
than
a
the
sherry bomb.
Glengoyne
Yeah.
21.
It's good, man.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
for
tasty.
$50 cheaper. I mean, it's 6
If you're
years
into
younger,
sherry, I would say go with the Balvenie route. but the Glengoyne, I mean, it's his too. But
So
I
the
mean,
Glengoyne's a little more complex, I think. It's got a little more bitterness in it, if I remember right. So you have to, I mean, if you like that sweet sherry punch, I think the 15 is what you want.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We were
good.
really surprised by that.
Yeah, the 15 was nice.
I think the Glengoyne 21 was my whiskey of the year, one of the years. It was the 21 or the
Couple years ago,
25.
I think it was.
I mean, it's
We were both the 14
flipping
longer
ass
last
good.
That's
year.
awesome that you can remember that.
Yeah.
you know what? That was crazy. I had to call my wife 3 times yesterday from the grocery store because I couldn't remember what I was supposed to get.
No, dude. There's a piece of paper you can get.
I had one.
That's why you have it get texted, so it's right there.
So Tamar says for the
Yeah,
price
whatever.
of black, you can get 10 and Oogie. Well, okay.
Right. There, I mean, that's true. So interesting. I mean,
It's a
if you're a
specialty
collector and you're an Ardbeg enthusiast, sure, you're not going to be disappointed. It's Ardbeg. It's got some subtle flavors to it, but it's nothing going to blow you away. It's expensive. However, if you're looking to buy an Ardbeg, you've never had one before, this is not your man. You need to get it.
Good point.
Honestly, you start with a 10, or really, if you want to go crazy, go with a
So,
Oogie or something.
For the money, it's hard to argue with the 10.
Let's throw the question. Would it have made a difference? Do you think it would have made a difference if we would have had the committee release, which is cast strength?
No.
Well, we don't know.
Here's why. It's only 4 points higher.
Okay.
Like
What's
that's
the
2
ABV
drops
on
of
this?
water in my glass.
46?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're not talking a substantial raise in ABV, but they probably doubled the price.
Oh, I don't even know. Yeah, I mean, just curious because there are bottles, committee release bottles out there that are obviously different than this, and so
Yeah.
now you're not going to find them on a shelf anywhere. So either you've got it already,
Or you don't.
or you don't.
And if you don't, you should start a YouTube channel.
Maybe. You could, if you've got a skill. It's
I've
better
got a
than
particular set
grinding,
of skills.
Right.
grinding through it for
Still-
5 years.
Still won't get you any committee release, but
No,
whatever.
it won't.
It's all good. Nobody's
You
mad,
gotta know
right?
somebody, I think, right?
Apparently, I guess. All right, Drew, talk us through this thing.
All right, I'm gonna turn the
What are
chat
we
off
doing?
because you guys
We're not
now
allowed to
have the
see-
link. So if you if Michael's actually helping me put this together today, we talked about it. So he's moderating and he's actually keeping score for us. So thank you, Michael. Sunday evening Scotch. You can post that link again and you can follow along with us. These guys have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna have you guys put this away
That goes
over
without
there.
saying, right?
We've been told they're all decent 20, but I don't know if that's true or not.
So the funny thing is when Michael and I were looking at the bar, we were putting the plan together today.
Oh, you
He did
Michael
it.
look together?
Oh yeah. So he asked me. He said, "Should we put decent 20?" I'm like, "No, we can't put decent 20 in because these guys are going to assume that I'm putting decent 20 in there."
I'll pick
But
decent
maybe
20
I
out from
did.
across the room.
Why do I
man.
feel like I'm on Princess Bride, And,
I knew that you would think that I would know you do it.
So therefore, I know you didn't put it
We
in.
don't know. We don't know, right? However, so guys, again, to talk about this,
Have fun storming the
Aqvavitae
castle.
is kind of the inventor of this whole blind challenge thing. We all do it on our own, but his style, his marketing is above all else, and he's been doing it for a while. I was lucky enough to do it, I don't know, a year ago maybe, and it's fun and it's exciting. We've done some blind tastings on our own recently, back when COVID started. That was fun as well. And today, my boy Jason had his launch. He did 8 out of 10, which he killed it. He did a great job. He then, at the end of it, nominated my boy Sean. So he'll be doing Roy's challenge next time. So that's the next blind. However, in honor of all of that, I put together a blind for you guys tonight to go through. I may sample a little bit with you just for fun. But it's basically the style of which Aqvavitae does. Maybe not as extravagant, but it is what it is. So you guys know the rules. You guys get the basics.
There can be only one.
So you all have a scorecard here. There's pens in the middle, and then you have these. This will be for the semi-blind piece. Once you can use those or not. You can just write down whatever you want. So why don't Mark or Andrew or Sean? Why don't you guys open the first rules
I got you.
and read through it?
All right.
All right, what are the rules?
That's what it looks like, everybody. Just something to take some notes on.
No hits below the belt. Drew's blind tasting challenge. Welcome to my live blind tasting challenge. With all due respect to Roy for bringing us his way of showcasing the whiskey and not the brand, I bring you 5 amazing drams. Discover and enjoy. This blind is inspired by Roy's new challenge featuring Mash and Drum, whose video was premiered today. Please make sure you go to Roy's or Jason's channel and subscribe if you're not already on there, and watch how Jason did. 8 out of 10. That's really awesome.
It is
tough.
good.
Today you'll all be scored individually on each of your guesses. Guesses? I know.
Confident.
The instant 20. Right? I called it before we even poured them. Just like Roy's challenge, and see who will be victorious. You know the drill. Nose, taste, and rank your favorites using the provided scorecard. When ready to proceed, open the next envelope for your assignments.
So this is going to be a few minutes.
Yeah, so, just talk through it. I think it'd be kind of fun for people to listen to it. Go through each one. I don't know if you guys want to stick to the same one and go through it, or you guys can all grab a glass and go through it each. I think all grab a glass because I don't want you guys to influence each other too much. But I think you guys are going to help each other a little bit.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
I have, just so you guys are aware, these guys can't see the chat at all, but I have it on my phone, so Michael's
And I can
moderating.
barely see it over Drew's shoulder.
So if you need something, I can try to watch it and see what's going on, but
Ooh, this is fruity. Get the car.
pretty good card.
So I'm trying the clear, no label one, and I'm getting fruity too. I'm getting these glasses have been poured for an hour at least. So then they sat for that hour with a little whiskey cap on it. I think this one had the Scotch on the Bayou, so we'll go from there.
Somebody's saying Cowboy has this locked. You are the champion of the,
He was
what was that called?
the blind challenge we did, yeah.
Yeah. Marking when it was between you and Andrew, right?
Yeah, it was.
So it's not gonna be good audio here. Good thing we're not doing podcasts on this.
Yeah, actually, Justin just said, did they start the podcast? No, we're not. We're actually not going to do a podcast this week because I don't think podcasters are going to really appreciate us.
I don't know what I'm going to listen to on the way to work.
I know.
It's total crap.
Total crap.
Are we just nosing all these now? Is
You
that
can
what's
nose and
going on?
taste, do whatever you want to. But basically, you're going to go through. It would probably be good to at least say a few words to the
Okay.
camera.
Yeah, so I just got to nosing the blue one. I wrote down a little bit of funk, maybe sulfury, if you will. Honestly, my first guess, if I was put a gun to my head and said, take a guess, I'm going to say it's a Macallan, probably one of the Macallan editions. Cherry finish, obviously. I'm going to guess 43% ABV on the nose. It's just kind of my observation. So, still got a ways to go. Gonna move on to yellow.
So I'm doing the blue right now. I'm getting leather. I'm getting vanillas. I would agree with the ABV. It's low. Sherry, probably Oloroso or oxidized sherry. That's what I'm getting out of it. Yep, that's where I'm going with it. I don't know if it's a Macallan. I'm not that good with brand names yet.
All right. I'm doing green. I got Granny Smith apples and key lime pie on that one.
I'll go to green too. Why don't we talk through that? Wow, that is bright.
Smell your
Sure, you can have it.
sample.
Who's doing what? Who's on what?
So I'm on green. I'm getting young. No, I don't know about apple pie.
Mark,
No,
what
I'm
was-
getting a little bit of a
you
solvent.
did blue earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
Almost like lemon dish soap. on that one. So I'm getting some
Oh,
lemony.
this one's gonna throw a curveball at me. I need to put that away for a minute.
Come back to red.
So green is,
There's some water over there. If you guys
Lemony.
need some.
yeah. Low ABV on green.
Guys, if you have questions in the chat, let me know. Michael, if you want to, go ahead and hit at Scotch for Dummies so I can see it.
Interesting. Okay. Real light. Green is a
Oh.
green is a real light one.
Oh, we
you
got
got?
Mash and Drub just
Hey,
Mash and
Mash.
Drum just sent us a super chat. Thanks for the shout out.
Cheers,
guys.
man.
Good luck,
Hey,
Sean, on the
brother.
next one.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. So
I
on
like the
to
smell of this.
yellow. Oh man, that's sweet. Barbecue on yellow. Little
Yeah, I would.
briny.
You might want to add water to them after everybody's gone through the first.
I love the nose of 3. That's my wheelhouse.
You like 3?
Yeah, or yellow. Wheelhouse. It's just
That clear one smells hot.
So
kind of briny sour. It's
red, I just got a lot of green grass, green straw. I'd say it's middle of the road ABV. 46 plushes, somewhere in that neighborhood. I wrote 48. What you don't really see many 48s, so it's probably not 48. I would say somewhere between 46 and 50-ish.
These are just from nosing. None of us have tasted, right?
No.
Ooh,
Man,
ooh.
green. So I don't know what you guys got in red, but I'm getting like cinnamon apple
No, I got.
On which one?
on red.
I think he
I got
the-
fresh berries, oats, and brown sugar.
No, I got green grass. And more
Dude,
green
you
grass.
are your nose is off.
Yeah, you guys technically in the chat can, if you guys want to talk about what they're drinking, because you guys know now, that's fine. They can't see it, I can, so it's all right.
That's a low ABV, I think. No, it's higher.
Which one was the
I'm
one you
wrong.
said smelled like what, cinnamon or something?
Number 1,
Which is what, red?
red. Yeah, it is a little bit higher ABV.
Is this the clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs water for me to get more nose out of that, I think. It's high ABV. All right, so I've nosed all of them. Let me go back to clear again if you guys are not in.
I haven't touched clear
Okay,
yet.
go ahead.
That's right here.
Where do I want to go again?
I'll see what you're saying about red.
Oh, you just still
Where
doing
is
blue?
clear? Is this clear?
What did you guys say about yellow?
I gave it a sweet barbecue, briny sour, wheelhouse whiskey. I don't know if I didn't get an ABV on it. I probably should go back to that.
I like blue.
You're gonna like that.
It's got fresh tea and rhubarb on
Ooh,
the nose.
rhubarb.
On
We
which
don't-
one?
We don't say rhubarb
Blue.
very often.
I don't think we've ever said rhubarb, but that's what I smell. And now I want rhubarb because I haven't had it in a long time.
It smells a little warm. ABV.
It smells sweeter than,
Oh, it's yellow.
than it did before.
So, Sunday Evening Scotch
Alright.
says, all right, so comparing the black CR versus the Oogie by far for me, which I think we all
Okay.
agree. He
So
does
have
like
you
the black.
tasted
It's
any of these?
interesting,
Have
but
you
some
tasted?
nice
Nope.
notes.
Do we want to go through our nosing or go on tasting?
No.
Why don't you guys do a quick audible of your ranking just on note?
All right, let's start with red. I had a cinnamon apple. I had high ABV. It's fall flavors, that kind of thing for me.
So red's your favorite?
No. It's got fall flavors. I mean, it's nice. It's good.
All
Anybody
right.
else want to talk about red?
I feel like I need to taste them at least before I can rank them.
All right, let's do
that's
that.
fine. But I mean, is there anything that made an impression of you? Like, ooh,
I mean, the blue one I really like. It's fresh tea and rhubarb, so it's got some astringent and like some tangy notes on the nose
Okay.
and a little bit of sweet, but like red sweet. So it's an interesting nose to me.
Yeah.
So that one kind of has me intrigued. The yellow and the clear, to me, kind of pedestrian noses. I mean, they smell good, but there was nothing that was like, oh, I'm going to get into that
you're
right
right,
now,
right.
right?
right.
The green one, I got Granny Smith apples and key lime pie. So it had like a sweet and tangy thing going on, it smelled like. And I'm kind of interested in that one. And then the red one kind of hit me in the face with some fresh berries and like a crumble, like a oats and brown sugar kind of thing going on. So that one it smelled pretty good. I mean, they all have very nice noses. They're all very pleasant. Some of them have more interesting things on the nose, but I don't buy Scotch to smell it. So,
apple crumble.
I mean, I do, but not just to smell it.
That's
right?
great. Yeah, I mean, obviously you buy it to drink, but I spend a lot of time smelling it.
What you got?
I ranked them just real quick. I put blue was my favorite on the nose, green was my second, clear was my third, red was my fourth, and yellow was my last. Just nosing it. I think you guys are I agree with your comments on the nose. Mine are a little bit different. Nosing the green while you were talking about it, sure, I smell the key lime pie. You mentioned, like you said, that influence is there. Before I did that, though, I actually had written down that I smelled a little bit of red velvet cake, some red berry going on in there, some leather. So I honestly think that the finish on it is obviously sherry. I'm leaning towards Oloroso. I actually wrote Oloroso on the green. But I don't, there's just notes. I'm just trying to brain dump right now during the nosing period.
Yeah. Time to taste them.
Yeah, we need to taste them so we can put some water on them because I don't want to put water on them before we taste them.
Let's do it.
All right, eeny, meeny, miny, go.
I tried the green. Go ahead. You can have the rest of it.
Wow.
That is
You don't like
Let's
the green?
just do it, man.
awful for me.
The green? Okay.
It's like, I'm not gonna let you. I tasted it. I'm like,
I'm not gonna try and influence you, but it's horrible. Here, have some.
woo!
Not
Sorry,
your
guys.
wheelhouse, huh?
Not my wheelhouse. I'm gonna take a swig of water between it.
Guys, this is shaping up to be a really fun blind already. I'm telling you, this is gonna be really good. I'm excited.
So I'm gonna go back to it. Obviously, I need that. My first impression. I've been drinking some of the Ardbeg Black before, so my palate was heavily. I tried to wash it with water, but that doesn't mean I got it all out. So we're gonna have to go back to that one because my initial shot on that was like, woof. No, thank you.
It's interesting. Okay. So you guys are all trying the green right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna check the comments and see what's going on.
All right. So on the palate, I've got red hots, candy apple, and black licorice on that one. It's interesting. I don't necessarily think it's bad. It's just it's very unique. I'm down with that one.
I had 43% on the nose. I'm going to stick with 43% on the palate. I actually got a sweet melon on the palate. Reminded me a little bit of like a cantaloupe, a sweet cantaloupe. There's a little bit of funkiness weird going in there, but it's a pretty long finish. It's staying on the palate for a while. I'll give it that.
I can get your cantaloupe now. Now that you mention it, I get that.
Which one did you try first?
Green.
Green. We all did green.
Yep.
Green, George.
Green?
I hit yellow and I shouldn't have. That was not.
No, I'm doing yellow last.
I gotta rinse my palate. That was not a good.
This is just water, everybody. I'm trying to rinse my palate.
It's just White Walker to cleanse.
Just a little white water to cleanse it up.
All right.
All right, I'm going with the red.
Sean, you pick. I'm gonna hit that green again.
I'm gonna go ahead and drink something while you guys are.
Oh, you.
You dog.
Kill Karen 8. What?
I think this is white.
It's all right. I'm gonna reward us with some
I
of
think
that
green is
decent
White
20
Walker.
we're doing
You
it.
can have whatever you want, my bar. I don't care. For the most part. For the most part. It's true. I opened some bottles tonight, so.
Oh. Ooh.
This red?
Yeah. I thought that was a hot one. It's a hot one.
All right. I think that's White Walker.
Ugh.
What, green?
Oh God, I can't believe you guys like that. Sorry.
Interesting.
And that's the thing.
This is too hot.
So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have
It's
to
hot.
step back and
I love the taste of this one, though.
fight
Oh,
my
it's really
distaste for that whiskey and try to analyze it better.
That one's almost. It's almost closed off. Like I really do think I need to put water on that
do.
one to get to it.
Oh, wow.
Because I get like hints of things, and it's really good on the finish, but I can't approach it neat.
That's got some stuff going on with it, though. I like
That's
it.
really nice.
All right, so I'm going in with blue.
What, Bob? What do you want me to do? Oh, I see. Yours because they kill Karen. I gotcha. So Justin says, so black by just a bit for me over Oogie. Really? Interesting.
So you said this one's
Jack
hot.
Pine says, I raised a Buffalo Trace
Come at that next.
toast to you
What'd you
all.
have,
So
Mike?
I would say
I did the
blue
green.
is not
I did the
hot.
blue. No, I stuck, honestly, blue is either 40 or 43% ABV.
Yeah, I thought it was AB.
I had 43, and I'm sticking with 43, but it might even be 40. Actually, I'm sticking with McKellen on it. I'm saying McKellen Edition 5.
So remember, I will give you this. I mean, and it may or may not matter, but remember our experience from the blind tastings before. Write down your first impressions for everything, like you're doing with ABV and other things. It really, I think it helps.
I've been doing that.
I think it helps going forward.
Yeah, that's
I like that red.
Okay.
yeah, it's 40 or 43.
Okay.
All right, what's next? Red. I need to hit the red. What do you think?
Man, this is
Okay. Let me have.
I need a
I don't
splash.
even
between
care.
that.
Let's do this one.
Don't hit the yellow.
Okay.
I'd wait on the yellow because it's a peated. So
Yeah.
get your other stuff first.
Really? The yellow's a peated? Really? I didn't get any of that on the nose. Now I want to try it.
Yellow's peated.
Did you not get any peated on the nose? Are you kidding me?
On the,
I
on
mean,
yellow?
it's got a little bit of a tangy.
that was the first word I wrote, peated.
I'm like,
that's
maybe
peated on that.
maybe Aqvavitae chose the wrong guy.
It smelled. I mean, it's got it now, but that's not what I got on the nose when I initially smelled it.
Wow, that red is good. Lots of fruit in that.
That's good. I like yellow.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go to that red. Is that where you're at?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay,
Give me
good.
one.
I need because so the clear, I wrote down a few things on it. Honestly, the clear on the palate to me is just a ton of vanilla oak. It's really sweet. There's still a little bit of a greenness going on the palate. I didn't catch that on the nose, but to me the palate matches the nose very closely on the clear. And I upped the ABV just a little bit after after tasting it. I said 52%. Actually, I wrote down, I think it's independent SMWS bottle. Probably, it'll be hard for me to nail that.
Don't look back there.
I'm not. I'm getting my water.
You got a ton of SMW.
I know,
Oh,
but I
gosh.
don't want to give you any answer. Hey, what did you say? Question was, what did you say, Mark, for I think it's a blue ABV?
So blue ABV, my initial nose was 43%, and on the palate, I'm gonna stick with 43%, but it might even be lower than that. It might be a 40, but I'm
where's
gonna
the
say
clear one?
43, right here. That's Lee. That's Scotch on the Bayou.
Scotch on the bayou.
On the Bayou.
I think you're right on the blue for 43.
Yep.
I can't be higher than that.
No, it's
I mean,
not.
if it is, my liver needs a break.
That's funny. You got quoted, Andrew. Maybe Aqvavitae chose the wrong guy. Damn, the burn with Andrew.
All right. Are you on?
I'm
who's
on
clear?
red.
How close are you guys getting here?
Close.
I got 2
Got
left.
2 left. 2 left for everybody. Okay. Do we have a clear winner so far? Too early to tell. Everybody's writing stuff down.
Are you picking winners yet already?
No, you're going to rank them in your own order.
All right.
And then now Michael's doing this in gracious of keeping score and stuff. So this order right here, this doesn't count. By the way, it's 10 points total for each of you, right? And this round here is just kind of explain
Learning.
you're learning, explain to people what you're getting out of these and ranking this at your own preference. And it kind of sets
I
the
need to clear
stage,
one more.
right? So you notice that I have ranking down, so you can keep your rank. And then the next stage, the challenge is when we start, getting into some points, etc.
Okay, Sean.
Yep.
You're absolutely right about red. So, to me, I'm not gonna say it's higher ABV there's a spicy note on red that's blocking everything. I can't get past this cinnamon spice note. I know there's more in it, and I really think that you put a couple drops on that bad boy, tame that spice down there. I think there's a lot more shit going on underneath it.
I can't get to it. I get more on the finish
still-
than I do on the initial
Still got
palate.
cinnamon on the side of my tongue.
Do you guys want to put some water on? We need to put some.
Not
no,
yet,
yeah.
not yet.
Wait,
Okay.
I still need yellow.
I still need yellow too.
Ready to-
Because I think you guys probably should.
Yeah.
We're gonna get there.
So let's add water.
you want
to
me
every-
to add
you
some
want to add
water
water
to
to,
it once
add water
you're
to all of
done?
them, but yellow.
yeah,
That
what's
one-
this? Is
That's
that,
the clear. I
Hand
want
it
to have
down
more
to
some
me.
of that.
is that clear? Oh yeah, this goes with it.
So
Okay.
blue's ready for water?
Everything except
Everything but yellow. We're all
Okay.
three gonna work on yellow
Gotcha.
right now.
I got you.
I'm gonna start from this end so your palate can
You're
clear
fine.
for a second.
Yellow. Man, I'm telling you, the clear one, it's hitting me like it's trying to be quote unquote Scotch. It's kind of there's nothing that's really standing out with that whiskey. It's weird.
On which one?
The clear one.
Yeah, I was
It's
thinking
like,
the same
it's
thing.
like a little bit bitter, smoky. It's a little bit sweet. It's like a Johnny Walker.
I mean, I
I
got
see it as a Johnny Walker.
like
I mean, it may not
toffee
be-
and I got a lot of sweet notes on it, but nothing that I was like, oh yeah, it's got this and this and this and this. But it's also very hot,
Exactly.
and so I think that it
Exactly.
just needs some water to kind of maybe open up a little bit.
That's what I'm
'cause
saying.
I just can't get to anything else.
God, do you have Lafroig Select on your bar still?
Did you guys notice I put burnt toast with my coins?
Isn't that amazing?
Isn't that funny? So I did that. I kind of derailed you. You ready for water now?
Man, this is like apples and
I love that. This is
Fruit.
fun. This is what makes the show really
No,
fun
not
sometimes.
apples.
Is
It's
just seeing
like
what you guys can pull off of this.
seaweed.
Take a drink of it.
Did you just yell at Andy?
He did.
And he's freaking getting all over how wonderful this is, and I took a drink of it and I was like, wow, there's really not much there. It's pretty light. There's a little bit of peat, but I'd rather not. I mean,
I'd rather not.
I'm just saying.
You know, that's probably the
Poured in my
black.
hand for a quarter.
It's probably the black. That's what,
No, that's not Johnny Walker Black.
No,
that's
I'm saying
All right, I'm out of water to it.
Oh. Oh, yes. I'm just gonna say to
What's
me
the,
that's a
there's
Lafroig
sweet-
Select.
No, it's better than that.
All right, so water has been added to all of
Do
these.
you still have a select on the bar?
So you might want to go back in and start with
It does taste like
that
a
end
Lafroig.
first.
I don't
And it's
know.
kind of lowish ABV.
It is, man. I lowered it. I even said maybe 40. I put very soft.
I'm gonna
maybe
say like
40.
43-ish.
That's what I initially labeled it as, but yeah. So I'm sticking with a Lafroig, but I don't get much on it. You put water in it already, didn't you?
They're all good to go.
Okay, so they're all watered.
Oof. All right.
I need more water to rinse my palate.
Brianne says, "Tell me how you really feel, Mark."
We're at
Maybe in the
water.
after
Keeping it
show.
clean.
He needs more water.
Thank you.
We have been keeping it clean.
Yeah.
Reasonably
Put it in
I
clean.
mean, drop a few curse words here or there, but come on, we're drinking scotch. It's an adult show.
Mostly.
All right, let's keep
Maybe.
going.
I'm getting a little
All right,
Tasting
intoxicated.
some other ones.
All right, so
Water.
what's next? Oh, do we need to go to number 2 yet, or number?
No, you guys want to go back to water real quick and just double
So,
check.
all right, quick rundown on the
Quick
water.
rundown.
I'm
Just
gonna
the
go.
water. They
go.
should be
Let's
shake
go.
them up a little bit before you go in there.
Ooh, I'm a graham cracker on clear now.
The yellow tastes the same but more watery.
Okay. Is that clear you mean or yellow? Okay,
Yellow.
yellow.
I'm kind of going with the ones that are the lower ABV and into the high ABV ones.
So you all marked ABVs?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. You're right. That's a good call on that. Who's got the green?
Oh my god,
I do.
that red,
All right.
that red nose smells so good.
Yep. All right, I'm good with that one. Blue.
God, water just.
Blue's got a weird nose going on.
I'd hit that green again because I hate green.
There's like a
It's all grassy. And, ugh.
it's got a weird tangy. I don't think it's tangy.
I'm not ready for red. You need to tame down a little bit.
All right, so
Somebody smell this.
Michael's ready to call it. He wants to know your ranking.
I'm working on it right now.
All right. I need to hit that.
Are we to rank already?
Yellow again.
Our final answers? Oh my God, that smells great.
What is it?
That red one?
Yeah.
I'm not.
The water is better.
Oh my God, it smells good.
Well, I think we know what number 1 is for Sean.
It almost needs more water on the palate, but it smells awesome on the nose. I can just smell that thing all day. Where's the clear one?
The guy that says I don't buy Scotch to smell it. Yes, you do. You buy it to drink, but you love to smell it.
I don't primarily buy it to smell it. How about that?
But you darn well will sit there and smell
You
it.
gotta explain to
before
the officer why you got an open bottle of Scotch in the back?
Just sniffing it.
Yeah, man. Air freshener. No, I'm not drinking.
No,
It's air
shit would be illegal.
Have you seen the ABV on that? You can't just drink 63% ABV Scotch out of the bottle.
So maybe that's our next thing to sell
Unless
is
you're
we're going to
fishing.
sell car air fresheners in the Scotch whiskey where we're soak them, set them out. This is a
down with
decent
that.
20.
I gotta hit red.
All right,
again
Andrew, you
before-
ready to go?
I gotta hit red again before
Somebody's
I go.
got to be ready to
But
go.
I'm almost ready. So as soon as I hit red, I'll be ready. I'm ready.
All right, go for it.
All right.
So here's Andrew's rank.
My ranking. So my ranking is it's a tough call between 1 and 2. I will put the red as number 1 for me because it just has more everything to it. My second is the yellow because it's my wheelhouse. I like the flavors. It's kind of this sweet sour barbecue kind of flavor. I really enjoy that coming through. It's the only peated one, heavily peated one here that I understand. So that is my wheelhouse. So I enjoy that. But I think one of the red has a lot more going on than any of the other ones. My number 3 is the blue. I like the leather. It's a sherryness. It's an oxidized. It's really well done. My number 4 is probably the clear. It tastes like a blended whiskey to me. It just got so much of everything into it. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of a good representation of quote unquote Scotch. And then my number 5 is going to be like green. There's like vegetables going on. Not for me.
Thank you, Zach.
Okay. So
One more time. 1 through 5 again is what?
Red 1, yellow 2, blue is number 4, blue is number 3. My number 4 is clear, and number 5 is green.
you
go.
Interesting. Okay.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck because 4 our red is either 4 or 1 for me. And that's crazy because I know there's more there. It's coming at me. Every time I sniff it, a little bit more comes out. I think red is probably the most complex whiskey in this lineup. And I think red needs the most time. But if I got to rank it right now as I stand, I'm going to keep it where it is. I think it gets better and goes up my line. But I'm sticking with my original lineup. Yellow is 5. Bar none. Thankfully, he'll drink it. I'm going to stick with blue is 1, green is 2. Those are tight. Close. I honestly could probably flip that right. As a matter of fact, I'm going to flip it because blue is such a soft ABV. So I'm going to say blue is 2, green is 1 right now for me. Then I'm going to say
so nasty.
Clear label is 3, and then red is 4, yellow is 5. Red to me has the potential to be 1. I just don't think it's there
I
yet.
love it. This is
Dude,
so
green
great.
is like veg. Yuck.
I like where he's going though.
It can't be that bad.
No.
I named it 1, you named it 2.
Yeah, I did. All right, so I'm getting a little more out of
You're getting
red
it.
than you are, I
You're-
think. And I think it's got even more to give. I love the nose. The
agree.
palate's good. It's got some unique stuff going on. So red's my number 1. Green is my number 2. It was a little bit softer whiskey, and I think it was a little more approachable up front. And I got some candy apple and some black licorice, and just it had a nice unique palate to it. So I went with number 2 on that. And I was with Mark on this green and blue. it was kind of tough. Like, it was kind of a toss-up on that one. So blue was my number 3. And I got some like black tea or licorice, like some kind of an astringent note to it. There was some vanilla and sugar cane, like that sweet but like vegetative sweet about it. So I enjoyed that one. 4 was clear, and I didn't really get a whole lot on clear. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, it wasn't bad. I just didn't. It wasn't very complex.
No,
It had like a toffee note to it, and it was pleasant, but it wasn't overly complicated. And then 5 was yellow for me, and that was just. It was like soft. It tasted like a watered down Lafroig. Is the best way to describe it, I
I'm
guess.
just going to go on record and say I want to do this once a month now going forward. This is so much fun. I mean, I'm loving this.
All right.
This is so cool. So
He's only loving it because he knows
Can
the
we go-
answer.
I'll play number 2. Well, the chat's blowing up now.
Number 2, the challenge. Dun dun dun. Can we
I
get
thought we
that?
just did the challenge.
No, we were just learning.
Do 50 push-ups.
Challenge numero uno.
So these are orders in 1 through 4, and 5 would be clear. So
Find the budget blended malt. Challenge number 2, find the expensive over 20-year-old. Challenge 3, find the non-Scotch whiskey. Challenge 4, find the Islay single malt. Challenge 5, find the under 10 single malt.
What the?
Okay, so I'm just gonna call a timeout real quick. Hey, this is, we're pushing time limits. It's gonna
It's
be hard to
okay.
get through
We're
this.
gonna
Don't
go
worry.
over.
Stick with us, kids. All right.
this is a good challenge.
There's some bullshit. There's some red herrings in here, right? So there is definitely some curveballs in here. It's easy to want to say, oh, find the Islay single malt and go for that yellow, right? No, that's not going to happen.
No, you're right.
That's bullshit. The Islay is not peated, right?
This is where the chat blows up right now.
All right, so you guys see it. Find the budget blended malt.
All right. All right,
Clear.
can we talk amongst ourselves on
Do
this
it.
one?
You can do
All
what you
right,
want.
let's vote one off the island here, boys. Budget blended malt.
Clear. Clear.
Yeah.
Clear.
That one was hot.
It is. It's 50 or plus ABV. It's not
Yeah.
a budget blended malt.
Remind you though, you're all playing against each other, so points.
I don't give a rat's about all that.
We don't have that kind of time.
Then it's gotta be.
I'm gonna say. I bet it's yellow.
That was mine, right?
Yeah, that's yours.
Hey Drew, can you get a refill over
What do you mean?
Darts on.
Did you spit in it?
I'm thinking yellow
Yellow for the
budget blended.
So
malt.
mark it with your.
God, it does smell like.
Let me see it.
Think White Walker,
That's my
brother.
number
man.
two,
No,
baby.
no.
Think of
One,
White,
two,
White
yeah,
Walker.
So
This
1,
is
2, 3.
not White
So
Walker.
you think
This is absolutely not what
which,
I
Think
which
it.
one you're saying is what?
Nope. I can think it, but it's not it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's.
So you think the
But
one
there's a 5.
5 is nothing. Just last one.
Okay. Loop.
So let's see.
All right.
So you think yellow
Actually,
is
they're
your
black.
Is my budget blended malt.
okay?
Find the expensive over 20-year-old.
If it's easier to write it down, you can do that too. Challenge 1 or whatever.
I'm gonna go AR. I'm gonna put AR on these.
Okay.
If I can get my pen right. So the expensive over 20. That may be easier for me to hit. I think that may be the
The non-Scotch.
number 2's got to be the non-Scotch.
Dr. Evil Drew. This is gonna be good. I know.
Where did I didn't put that? No, put them on here.
What do you mean? You put your stickers on here.
You can do whatever you want. It doesn't
I'm
matter.
saying number 3. See the.
As long as you know how to answer the question. it's
Yeah.
all good.
So my sticker number 3 is challenge number 3.
Correct.
I'm saying that's what
That's
that is.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
so number 2
I was
is.
listening to Drew explain.
I wasn't listening.
I mean, ideally it should be just numbers, but it's
Find
hard
the
to-
expensive or.
it's harder than you think it is, isn't it? Because you think you have an idea, and then you see the challenge, you're like, oh, completely messed up.
I'm gonna go
What should I drink next, y'all?
there.
The non-Scotch whiskey is number 3. Boom, number 2. All right, the Isla single malt.
Oh, I'll drink this Ardbeg 10. All right, guys, what's going on? Verbalize what's going on.
Yeah. Hang on.
So I will say, if you ask for Isla single malt, number 2 reminds me a little bit of a Kilhoman. Their Machier Bay was very lemony, and I had that initially on that number 2. But man, it's
All right, so I'm done. We'll see how I did.
All right, you can go ahead and go if you're ready.
Yeah, so for the budget blended malt, I had that as number 3. For the expensive over 20-year-old, I had that as number 1. It seemed complex and it seemed to have more to give. The non-Scotch whiskey was challenge 3. I put that down as number 2.
The green.
The green. And then the Isla single malt was challenge 4, and I put that as number 4.
Which is blue.
Just it had
number 2.
it had some interesting notes to it that I'm with Mark. I think that's curveball whiskey, and then find the under 10 single malt I put down as the clear, just because it was hot and it seemed to be lacking in complexity, at least at this point. So to me, that was
Okay, he needs color. So let's go back. So challenge 1 goes to yellow for Sean. Challenge 2 goes to
Red. 3 is green, 4 is blue, and 5 is clear.
All right, let me get the okay from Michael that he's scoring that correctly. I don't have Longrow 14 anymore,
Yeah, where's it clear?
Bob. I'm out.
That's
And you know that. You suck.
That's sad.
Yeah, that's not right, but all right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All
So, Michael, you good with Sean? Give me a thumbs up real quick. What? Oh, I thought you were...
I already did my answers.
Okay.
Calm down.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them, and I'm not. I need more time, but it is what it is.
Too bad.
So, Michael needs color, so challenge
yes.
the color.
So the challenge 1, which is find the budget blended malt, I put was 3. That cheap freaking crap.
What color?
Yellow, red, yellow. So challenge 1 is yellow.
Gotcha. That's it. Yep.
Challenge 2, find the expensive over 20-year-old. I put was blue. I can see why Sean would have put red. I honestly put blue because the older it is, I think red's too high ABV to be that old.
I was thinking that too, but
Then again, you sit here and you second guess yourself until you're blue in the face. So you just got to roll with one, right? So challenge 3, find the non-Scotch whiskey. I said that was number 2. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Catalan that I know Drew is likely to have. So that's not technically Scotch, is it?
it is not.
Nope.
So anyway, challenge, hang on a second, that would be challenge 3 would be green. Challenge 4, find the Isla, which would be red. Man, I wish I could tell you why. Because I ran out of other places to put shit. So it is what it is. And then
Blue.
clear label was challenge 5 was clear.
All right, for me, challenge
Red.
1.
Red
we're
and then
close.
clear. Red and then clear.
Challenge 1 I put on the clear, which probably isn't right because it's too hot for a blended malt, but whatever. I'm going to do with that. Challenge 1 is red for me. Or challenge 1 is
George, look at this.
the clear. I'm sorry.
Am I that
Challenge
bad?
1 is clear. Challenge 2 I put as is red. So the expensive 20-year-old is the red. The challenge 3, find the non-Scotch whiskey, I put as the green.
Oh.
Hey, Bob H. Thanks, Bob.
$50 for the long row 14 bucket, Drew.
All right.
I like it. I like it.
The Isle
Hell
Single
yeah,
Malt
hell
is
yeah.
blue. And the underage is, the only one left is 3. That's not right.
All right, give me Andrew's.
Maybe red and, well, whatever. So that's what I'm going to
Give me a
So
question.
Andrews is clear, red,
Mm-hmm.
green, blue,
What?
and then yellow.
All right, so Michael, you hope you have the chat. That's the order of the challenges and the colors afterwards for each one. So you guys can go forward for this. You can figure it out.
All right. Go ahead. Read them off, Andrew.
So semi reveal is
So
what?
we know what the 5 bottles are. One bottle is a Tullibardine 25 bottling. One bottle is a Crown Royal, this Crown Royal. One bottle is 68.30 Cherry Bang Bang. 58% ABV, Blerathol. SMWS 10.167 Bunhaven is another bottle. And Smoky Joe Isla Malt, 46% ABV. Well, I'm guessing that has to be the number 3. So, do I get another bottle here? All right.
So now you have to go through and
Yep.
pick which one you think is which.
Yep, I'm on it.
Okay.
So how do you feel about your first picks before this?
I like
About the
Smoky Joe.
challenge.
Hey, I'm thinking I might like a little Canadian whiskey.
I'm going to say that's... All right.
Hang on. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that was.
Where's green?
Dude, I hated number
Where's
2.
the green? Yeah, where's green?
I hated number 2, green. What did I hate about green?
Yeah.
This is nasty.
So you hate green?
I hate green.
What do you think green is?
That's what, I don't know. I need to work through my numbers here.
Okay. I got him.
All right, man.
You
go.
ready, man?
Well, let's wait for everybody else real quick.
Okay.
I'm good.
You guys start.
I'm good. Go ahead.
talking.
Sean's good. Andrew, you need to get yours done.
I'm lost here. All right.
Well, I mean, which one do you think is which? You got 5 choices.
The
there.
answers.
You can only be
We
wrong.
may have Michael
There
is
could
having a hard
only be
time
one.
catching up, so we may have to do our own grading on
Michael needs to have a drink.
it. He does. Don't worry about it, Michael. We'll figure it out.
It'll be fine.
We'll go off of you guys figuring out yourself.
Come on, man.
Booty. I don't know about booty.
We got 94 people watching. The blind
So-
thing is popular.
What's gonna happen
my
here?
God.
This is, I think to me that the blinds that we've done on this show
Don't
or
worry,
whatever, that the biggest challenge is the time factor. I
It's
really
okay.
think it is because honestly, guys, these whiskeys are changing in front of you. I mean, they literally
You're
are
adding,
changing
yeah,
as you're
and
going.
you're getting more information as you go, so it changes your opinion of what you smelled. So you got to go back and redo everything.
Then you put water on it, and it's like you got to start back at the start line because everything's different, and so.
It's a catch-22 though, because like for when you do yours, my advice would be this: and I honestly I think Scott from the test time is the best way. Is you want to be able to speak to what you're tasting and smelling to some degree because people want to hear about
Right.
it. But you also need to give yourself enough time to really experience it. So I would get to the point where I pour it all, do a quick tasting nose, and then pause the camera, and then spend 20 minutes or so with it. Get your guts out. Unpause it and then go forward from there is how I would do it.
Right.
But we can't do that live.
You can't do
You
that
can't do
live.
that live. Exactly. So we all
have
have
picks.
we all have our
All right.
picks.
So you guys have your picks.
Let's do this.
Let's see what the answer key is and see what you guys ranked.
All right, Sean.
All right.
Oh wait, whoa.
No, you guys are done. So now you got to figure out what you. What you did, if you did it right or not.
Oh, so no, we're not ranking. We're just
not
talking.
ranking, you're just-
Right.
So we're
right,
just
okay.
looking at the answers.
Yeah,
then.
you're gonna see
Well,
what.
so do we want to say what they were?
Sure, go
What
ahead.
before you read it, tell me,
Alright.
what did you say?
So I had the 68.3 as red.
So the red
The cherry bang bang.
is yes. I had the same.
Green, I put down Tullibardine.
Yes,
Yep.
I agree.
I put the Smoky Joe for yellow. Crown was blue.
Yep.
And 10.167
Copenhagen.
I
for a
switched on
clear.
those.
That's right. That's right.
Let's see.
I'm not shouting.
So
mark these
Tullibardine was blue.
Tullibardine was blue, so Crown Royal and Tullibardine are switched.
So mark a point down if you got blue right so far. Give yourself a
Crown
point.
was green.
Yep, I switched those two.
Yep,
I was stuck. I was stuck. between
Those were the two that I couldn't figure out because they were around the same ABV. I
Yep,
figured,
yep,
and
yep,
I
yep.
just, and then I got red right. I got
So-
the Buna right, and the
Yep.
Smoky Joe was yellow.
Yep.
So I got those right, and I really came down to the Tullibardine and the Crown. That was kind of a flip, and the reason
Big
that
flip for me.
the reason I went with Crown for blue was because it had a little bit more like vanilla notes to it.
Absolutely.
And that was what kind of pushed me over the edge versus the green had like a black licorice note to it that I didn't
So,
associate
That
with
crown
Crown.
really threw you guys for a
So
loop.
let's just right now just
Crown
smell the
Royal,
two. Just
Crown
don't.
Royal was what?
And I'll tell you what,
Green
you said it was a
bang.
flip for you. It was a flip for me too. And why it was a flip is because my nose and my palate were oversensed. I'm like, shit, there's a difference here and I can't get the difference. I got to go with one or the other. Now I think it's night and day.
I mean, they're different, but to me, the blue is the sweeter of the two, and that's why I put down Crown. That's just
Dude, that green was bad. And every
You called
way,
it out from the very beginning.
that was bad whiskey from the start.
This guy does
He
not
did.
like
He
Canadian
did.
whiskey.
He called it out from the.
See, he said it's Canada's fault.
So I got everything else wrong. But I didn't.
All right, so let's go back.
and I
Where's
didn't
the
put, I
challenge?
didn't put
one?
Crown as
What is
as
the
green.
challenge?
Where's the challenge?
Well,
Who's got
I
the
don't
challenge?
know.
So
Challenge.
guys grade yourselves real quick. You got 5 points possible. So let's talk about.
I
So
got 3 there.
Yeah,
so-
got 3 there.
So the budget was challenge 1, so I got that.
Was it? I don't
Yeah.
know. What, so
The budget
budget is yellow.
budget is yellow, so there's
Yep.
one.
Which one's the next one?
Find the expensive
Expensive
over 20.
Tullibardine blue.
So that was.
So we missed it. Damn.
All right. So what's number 3?
Find the non-Scotch whiskey, which is green.
Green.
Missed it.
hold
Find the
on,
Isla
hold
single
on.
malt.
Like the Sean catch up.
Hold on,
So
I'm
now
waiting.
I'm all confused with what the hell's
All right,
going
start
on
over.
there.
So the budget blend is
So-
yellow. So give yourself a point if you got yellow as number 1 for the challenge.
No.
Yellow was Smoky Joe, right?
Correct.
So
It's
I
only
got-
the
Yeah,
I got
correct.
yeah.
that
Yellow
right.
number 1.
Correct.
I got it
Right.
as. So I got-
You should have a
Blue.
a red sticker next to it on yellow. Do you have a red sticker next to yellow? Then
Nope.
you didn't get a point.
And you missed it.
Blue was
Challenge number 2 was blue.
Was
so you
2.
should
Challenge
have
2
a
was
green
you should have a
sticker.
green sticker next to it. Do you
Right.
have a green
Nope.
sticker?
No.
I do.
Then you have
Yeah,
a point.
then you got a point.
Then I screwed up the other thing.
Right.
I wrote
but
them
you
down
still
wrong.
count points
I wrote
there.
them down
I'm
wrong.
fucking lost. I don't know what's going on here.
All right. What's
Challenge 3, non-Scotch, right?
is Crown.
Crown, so it's
So
green. So you should have yellow sticker number 3 next
I-
to green.
I got that. See, I screwed up
No.
when I wrote them down.
I have that.
Yeah. Number 3
Yeah. Okay.
right, is green.
So I got it right on one, but wrong on the other.
So Mark's doing actually pretty good. So number 4 is
Find the Isla single malt.
that is
Bunnahabhain.
the
Clear.
correct clear. So that should be number 4, the blue on the clear. Right?
Yeah.
And then the red would be, or the 5 would be
Under 10-year single malt.
clear would be for which one? No, the
Under 10
red.
years. Red, which
Dude,
would be.
we are totally
I-
grasping. None of us know what we're doing. here,
I don't
so-
have any idea what's going on, but I'm going to give myself 5 points. Total.
I'm at least up to 7.
I would
Yeah,
say.
I think Mark
I would
is
say
winning
you.
this one.
I think I lost in this because I messed up more of the final ones than you guys did. You guys are pretty close.
We are pretty close.
Mark basically did good in the challenge, but I think you kind of screwed up on the final answer.
The final answer on the flip between Crown and Tully, and that's because
If I would have looked at my original answers for the challenge, I would have got those two right.
Yeah.
it was, I got to put something down here, and like you literally said, it was a flip. It was a flip. I mean, give me 10 minutes, and I think I figured that out.
The problem is it's a time crunch.
It is a time crunch.
And we rushed it.
It's a half-hour tasting that should be an hour.
So key takeaways for tonight, just for fun. It's all for fun.
Well, here's what I would suggest for the next time. We don't need to do 5. If you do 3, we can burn through this pretty quick, and it can be
five is too many.
20, 30-minute deal. Because to be honest, at the end, I can't taste any of them anyway.
I'll be honest. So big curveball with the Crown. I thought that was awesome. I thought it was awesome that you nailed it right out of the gate.
Man,
That was hilarious that you
You're like, this sucks. I'm like,
I
he's already on it.
You didn't.
No.
But you, I mean, honestly, I thought Crown was
That's
okay.
fine.
It was a good whiskey. You were way against it. Now, when it came to the Isla, I was way against it. I was saying it was freaking
Andrew was
island.
on all of these.
But I said that Smokey Joe was freaking island piss.
When
and
you were
he was all over
talking,
it.
I'm like, holy shit, Andrew's like, he's nailing all of
I
these.
like the Smoky Joe. I mean, because it's wheelhouse. But
I just feel like Andrew
my-
doesn't listen to himself when he's talking about them because he
Well,
talks himself through
I
them.
might have had too much to drink
And-
tonight to
and
be
you
able to
do a very good
comprehend
job of
everything,
it.
admittedly.
So-
So that's my problem.
Interesting. I knew there was
Where's
a
that
couple of
Smokey Joe at?
SMWSs. Where'd that come from?
So let's talk about this for a second. This is a gift from Alejandro.
Oh, really?
Oh,
So read it.
Sweet.
Thank
I
you,
thought I'd put it in
Alejandro.
the
I
lineup
actually like
tonight.
your whiskey.
I put it in the lineup tonight for fun, so I think
So,
it'd be kind of cool. He wants us to do a
hi-
review on it.
Hi, Dummies. I'm sending you this blended malt so you can try it and hopefully do a review of it in the YouTube channel. That would be awesome. A little info about this whiskey. It's blended malt, so it's no grain.
Nice.
Good job
Um,
setting this up.
All Isla whiskeys in the blend. Makes good sense. 46% ABV, non-chill filtered. The whiskeys in the blend are not disclosed, but they are suspected to be Colilla, Bowmore, and Lafroig. So similar to Peat Monster
So it's like a
recipe.
Peat Monster. I had
$37
yeah, it was yellow,
$37
right?
bottle.
$37. That's
It's
a
actually-
bargain.
In Texas,
pretty
$37. Where is this guy at?
Right here.
Okay.
Yellow, right?
Yep.
I had number 2. I mean, that was my number 2.
I told you there was Lafroig in there.
Oh shit!
I did.
Oh, it's a specialty blend. It's so good.
I smell Lafroig in there.
It's crap.
It's got a funkiness to it, though.
It does. It does have some
It-
funkiness to it.
Like-
It's got an
something-
acidic note to it.
Yeah, like a sour or something. I mean, I can taste, I can see why it's comparable to Peat Monster, but it's missing something. It's missing the other quality that Peat Monster normally
That's
has.
the Colorado, I think.
Yeah, I think you're
You
right.
think so?
That's creating that
I
sourness.
mean, it is kind of
More is
chaos,
creating
guys.
sweetness. It is a bit of chaos.
But you have to admit, it's fun because Michael and I sat down, we talked through some things, and we wanted to pick some stuff that would give you like the Bunnahaven, right?
I knew that.
There's
was
no
coming.
peat in that, so that was a good one.
Saw that coming around the corner.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
you did.
Had
You
time to
called
pull
it
my
too
hair.
early. I was like, damn it, man, you guys know me too well. And then I actually that Blair Athol. That's who that is.
So, and that's a curveball whiskey because we don't get that
Yeah.
here in the United
I know.
States, right?
It was good though.
Yes.
Right.
So that's the
Very
one,
good.
right?
Yeah, it was an interesting lineup. I do think for the live show, if we did like 3 maybe, that it'd be quicker and easier to follow along with.
Yeah, I think maybe 3. We'll do some more of these for fun.
But I will say it was fun. It's always fun doing the blinds. You know, I mean, we've done enough of them now that I don't get nervous about it. Like the first couple times you do it,
Sure.
you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be wrong. Yeah, you're going to be wrong.
You're gonna be wrong.
Guaranteed, you'll be wrong.
and you get frustrated because Andrew at the end of this thing was like, done, I'm done.
Well, I couldn't keep track of who was what and green and red and 1 and 3 and whatever.
The thing is
The color thing didn't help.
so we got our senses right. We smell, we taste, and everyone's gonna be different. But we've got our wits, right? I mean, there are some things you can deduce, whether it's ABV or not. I mean, you can smell that and you're like, this is 43%.
Well-
I know when I'm looking at this challenge, there's no way this is this because of that, right?
Yeah, and I
so
didn't
there
think about
are
that.
some of these things.
But one thing we talked about is we took ABV out of this equation. We didn't ask anything about ABV. Didn't matter
No,
at all.
but-
No, we did.
But we also
when
kept
you're-
them kind of.
So it,
When you pull the bottles out, like I automatically knew which ones were the asymptomatic.
Well, you kind
right
of
off the
figure
top.
that because ABV, but we didn't
Yeah.
want to call it out specifically until the end. So,
Yeah.
because you guys,
But it
you're
makes
right.
it
You
easy.
knew ABV obviously going
had I
in.
used all my analytical tools, I might have been able to figure that
You
out.
spend enough time in
Analytical
cask strength
tools.
whiskey, you which spent a lot of time.
Good. It's all
So
good.
that was really fun. Honestly, we were for those of you that are watching that aren't a part of the pre-show as far as patrons and whatnot. During the pre-show, we really started putting some serious dates
Great
down.
advertisement for Crown Royal tonight.
Yeah, it was.
No, it's
We did
not.
put some dates down for our 5-year anniversary.
We did.
We've got 2 dates that we're looking at. We're gonna try to hammer one or the other out and make this happen. It's gonna happen. We got to do something. Look, COVID was a pain in the ass, right? It kind of stifled everything. We're gonna do it.
Yeah.
So maybe we pull something crazy off like this at
shoot.
the
I think we should.
anniversary. So
By
you
the
know-
way, let's open this bottle. I've already opened it.
What?
Did you really? I can't believe you opened that bad boy.
Why not?
Oh man, I got one at home. I haven't opened it yet.
Well,
I gotta
I'm
work
sharing with
tomorrow.
you guys tonight.
You got a lot of bottles at home you haven't
Man, I
opened
gotta
yet.
work
Come on.
tomorrow. What the hell's going on?
You're calling
So
off.
let's-
You
let
got
me-
tons of leave to
Let
use.
me pull this
That's
up
true.
to the camera. This is why it popped open.
I don't have leave. I'm gonna have to get up still.
So I
Need
talked
some more-
Drew
need
and
some more
I
turkey.
told Drew I was buying this bottle
That still won't
about
help.
2 months ago. Who was it? Travis Faircloth obviously turned me onto
What
it
is
on
this?
Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, I'm getting one." And I couldn't get something else. I didn't have anything else I was interested in. You don't buy one bottle; you got to ship 2. So I was gonna get something else, and I'm like, "I'll just throw 2 on there." And then Drew finds out. He's like, "Oh, I'll buy one." Okay, so I gave him this bottle, or he bought it off this bottle. I don't want to make it sound like it was a. Anyway, he opened it. I still have one. We'll see. This is
I actually
cool.
opened up 4 or 5 bottles tonight in case you guys were looking at my bar. 'Cause I wanna make
This
sure.
is a Glendronach distillery, but it's a independent from Hart Brothers of a Glendronach. That's why I was excited about this. This is 11 years in a sherry, but man, this thing better be good. I'm gonna be so pissed off if it's not.
Smells nice.
I mean, the one thing that Travis Faircloth mentioned is when you see some of these independent bottles from other distilleries like this, they look like coffee. Why can't Glendronach's be like coffee? Because Glendronach single casks are coffee, right? Why aren't the IBs that way? I don't know. We'll see what's
Michael,
going on.
I'll hook
don't
you
know.
up, bro. Smells good.
It's nice.
Smells really good. What's the
So-
ABV?
Yeah, that's just it. It should be high comparatively. It's 58%.
It's
Very
still
nice every
high.
bit of it.
And
So
so,
do we know what sherry kind of sherry?
no, it just says
It's
sherry
sweet,
bus.
man.
Sweet sherry.
But in
It's
my
not- it's not
mind,
old.
I was like, you know what? This should be a Glendro 12 at 11 because it's going up to 58%,
Oh.
right? So this should take the Glendro 12 to the next level.
It's
This
nice,
is
man.
This is marshmallow, cream, sugar, molasses,
I don't know.
It's
and
nice.
something fruity.
It's super nice.
Something fruity. Get the car.
Pretty good try. All right. Are we wrapping it up and heading to Patreon after show?
We could do the Patreon after show and finish this up. But I want every non-patrons that are just watching right now to be aware that look, we are trying to solidify something for a get together here at the end of the year for 5-year celebration and just to get together, you guys. Things are loosening up here in Indiana. The governor just released. We are allowed to. Stage 5 restaurants are at full
100%.
capacity.
Yep.
So we can pull something awesome off, and we need to. I think everybody deserves it, and we want to do it. So stay tuned.
Mr. C, thank you, sir.
So
Cheers,
pencil-
man. Thank you,
pencil
dude.
in mid-November or 1st of December. This weekend type of thing. I mean, that's kind of what we're looking at.
We'll figure it out and let you guys
Yep.
know. Guys,
Yep.
thanks for putting up with us tonight. We had a lot of fun. A little different from a normal show, but it was just, again, just inspired by Roy
Thanks,
and,
Mr. C.
and
Thanks,
Jason.
Mr. C.
So, you guys rock.
We appreciate you.
Hey, good job, mashing drums. So proud of you, brother.
Launching.
Slash him off.
See
you guys next week.
Hey, where's
Cheers.
Molly?